Hey everyone, welcome back to this episode of Kart Crazy. Today we're going to be working on our project kart that I've named Mr. Rogers. Come along for the ride. Let's get started. Okay, well here it sits pretty much untouched. And we're going to get rolling on it a little bit here. I'd like to button up the suspension. I've got new hubs. I ended up not using the new shocks, and I'm going to tell you why. These cheap Chinese things off of Amazon are going to go right back. The bolt hole isn't the right size. So what would happen is if you put these in, yes, they would work and tighten up and everything, but all you're going to hear is with that shock rattling around in there going down the road. So I actually was kind of playing with the old ones, and they're not too bad, so I gave them a little shot of paint. We'll throw those on here and get this cowl assembly on, and then I've got to run the wiring for, I picked up a new headlight assembly with all the wiring, because the old wiring harness was all chopped and cut into and spliced, and I think that was like 120 bucks or something. So we're going to throw that on here and yeah, see what we can accomplish today. Alright, let's give you a little status update. Just threw the hubs on there. I gotta steal the nuts, the retaining nuts off that other axle, so that's no big deal. Just kind of got the front end buttoned up. I did run the wiring harness through the bucket harness for the headlights. So there's two separate components. The main harness that goes back, and then the other harness which plugs in and goes up to the front. It's pretty self-explanatory. Tail lights are plugged in. I don't have the voltage reducer or anything like that in yet. But basically this is just a matter of layering everything in here and then zip tying and buttoning this dash back up. I do have to put this headlight switch through and put the nut on. That's no big deal. So I got to do that. I got to fasten down my brake pedal and my throttle, and I want to show you a little boo-boo that I did. There was so much mud when we were pulling this apart. For some reason I was thinking there was only one on this side and two on that side, and I don't know why. I pulled the three out and went to lift it up, and just this little soft metal or white metal, whatever you call it, aluminum, broke right off. So what I'll probably have to do is just put a bigger washer there to hold that in, just so if you have to brake real hard, you're pulling on more than just one bolt. So not a big deal there. We'll put a nice big fender washer or something on that. I do have a new floor mat for it. Sweater basket, I'm debating. I completely forgot I have some plastic restorer that I might be able to just hit that with and shine that up. Otherwise that'll get painted so that it matches. I don't know if you can see. It's not too bad, but it's a little bit, maybe, I don't know, dull or faded. Steering column is in. That's just 4 bolts. Rack and pinion is in. Of course, steering column attached to that. Yeah, just kind of plugging along here, but we do have to get down to the nitty-gritty, and some of this, tidying up stuff takes a little longer, so we'll work on that a little bit and see what we can accomplish. Well, it's back on 4 wheels again. I haven't done anything with those as far as clean them up, or definitely need new tires. I think I said that, but losing daylight fast, and I just wanted to run out and do a quick ride around the block and listen for any noises. See what we got. Okay, it's the next day and I'm back at it here. Got dark on me yesterday. I just threw the tires and wheels on. I haven't cleaned them or done anything yet. I wanted to go for a drive. Went really good, no complaints. It seems to work and operate really good. I'm glad I went through the brakes and cleaned those up. They're still a little noisy because the drums are rusty, but that'll wear in as we drive it, no big deal. Just kind of showing you what I got going on. I've got the bottom trim piece in, and I'm fixing to tuck this wiring up, and basically this is all the new wiring, obviously, for the headlights, and then of course you can see the dirty old original harness. That's all going to get tucked back up in there, and then we'll put our dash piece in. I just washed this piece. I forgot about that. I threw that over in the dog wash in the other garage, and that's kind of sitting there drying a little bit. We'll throw that down. I've got the floor mat right there. Bought that off of Amazon. I was buying the extreme mats. They were about 135 bucks. I found this off-brand, I can't remember the name of it, to be honest with you. I think they were 69, so about half of what the other ones are. And they seem to fit really good and work good. I had that in the other cart. I do like the Extreme a little better for the fact that it doesn't have these deep honeycombs or whatever you call it in there, so the water runs off a little better on the Extreme mat, if that's a big deal to you. What else have I got going on? Oh, outside, I just hit that plastic. I completely forgot I had that bumper and trim restorer, and I'll try that on there. I may have to give it a couple applications. I've got probably, I don't know, 6 cans of that laying around somewhere. I bought it years ago, and works really good, shines it up nice rather than paint it. It's basically just spray it on, let it dry type of thing. You can see it's kind of wet in some spots yet. So, with that being said, let's throw a headlight in here. Let's throw a floor mat in. I think I mentioned that I do need to get new rocker panels. I probably should get those ordered. I kind of forgot about it again. I'm probably going to put a steering wheel on it, just because I don't care for the factory ones. Just dress it up a little bit, and of course it needs a bath desperately. It's really dirty, but let's plug away on some of this simple stuff. Well, there you go, coming together. Still got to order rocker panels yet. Obviously, I don't have those. I did get the black roof on it. I got the seats off the other cart as I swapped those over. I am probably going to do a back seat kit, just not right now. And I've decided I'm probably just going to order new wheels and tires. I know, it's a budget build, but tires are about 200 and... well, I can get them around 200. Then I gotta go take them and have them mounted and so on and so forth. I can get brand new setup, tires, wheels, lug nuts, center caps, the whole bit for like $430 or $440. So I know it's twice as much, but to me, wheels and tires really make the cart. And I can get these demounted and then spend some time on those wheels and really do what I want to do, but it's really hard to do with the tires on. So I think I'm going to order that. I've got to put the headlight in yet. So in the next episode, we'll probably button this up, the final touches, and I'll kind of go over some things with you on it then. The roof, if you're wondering, get those at the dealer here locally. 165 bucks, and I can't fool around and paint the old one and get the scratches out of the old one and all that for that. So yeah, for 165 bucks, that's money well spent. I've got to get my cover on the back yet. A couple other little odds and ends, but for the most part, I mean, it'll run and drive the way it is, so that's where we're going to leave it for the moment. I don't have the seat mounted in yet, it's just sitting on here. But of course, we've got our big battery, I've got to get that mounted in. I've got to get my voltage reducer in, so a lot of little things which we'll do in the next video. But thanks for coming along, and I appreciate it very much. We'll see you next time.